Tuesday, I dropped into battlefield to capture the sectors, dominate the competition, and annihilate the enemy by sneaking behind their lines to give them a taste of what a one-man army can do. Okay, it didn't quite turn out like that. In fact, it didn't turn out like that at all, because I'm a dirty rascal when it comes to driving, and my teammates were about to get a sample of my glorious destruction derby days. A drag race versus an ATV, challenge accepted. Then I met another teammate badly in need of some aim assist, which I was all too happy to oblige with. Okay, I was done horsing around. Our first task was to take the bridge and take it quickly because the enemy would prove difficult to uproot. But apparently there was still some bad blood regarding my previous love tap, and my teammates wanted a word. This is why you should never become emotional on the battlefield. I was too late and the bridge belonged to them, so I launched Operation Tasseled Wobbegong. It's a carpet shark, alright? I googled it, don't question me! Anyway, Operation Tasseled Wobbegong. We're gonna go ahead with Plan B, another ATV. I was sick of getting hacked. If that enemy wanted me dead, he'd have to come and get me. Then in came a tank. It was time for the rocket launcher, which I didn't have equipped because I changed classes. Totally didn't punch a hole in my wall from that one. But while I was dying over and over, my teammates had snuck up the rear and captured an objective, and they probably needed my help. But first, there's nothing worse than dying to that one guy 2 miles away up a hill, and I took it personally on behalf of the entire human race to exterminate that sneaky sniper. Still hadn't given up on taking the bridge, but my teammate would soon give up on me once he realised that I didn't quite have his back as much as I would have liked. You didn't see anything. Down! Attack! Ever get the feeling that someone is planting explosives around your armoured vehicle? Charlie 1 was in danger of falling back into enemy hands, and this simply would not do. New plan. They're attacking one of our objectives. Look, guys, it's a case of tendonitis, an arrow to the knee. Just shush, alright?
Our strategy isn't working.
As my life force was ebbing away, hope would be found when I spotted a teammate rushing to my aid. Wait! Over here! Charlie 1 had fallen, but Bravo 2 was about to be ours. Then I had a little misclick where I accidentally got up from my hidey spot, but fortunately no one noticed. Except that tank. We were losing this war, but I vowed that we would not lose Bravo 2.
Check every sector. Troops are moving on Bravo
2. Milliseconds away from detonation, but I wasn't ready to give up just yet.
Explosive ready!
My sacrifice was not in vain, and the objective was ours. We could still turn this game around. Plan B, another ATV.
Time to push up.
Going off mission and abandoning the ATV for one enemy might seem completely petty to you, but to me, it's just having a diligent mindset from years of training. Okay, you're right, it's petty and I don't care one bit! Worth it, mate!
New plan!
The only crime there was that we didn't see the roadkill in 4K. Things were looking bad and worse when the enemy pushed into the objective closest to our home base.
Enemy is down!
Well, if they wanted to focus on our backline, I'd go for theirs.
Bravo 1. Under enemy control.
This was about pride now. I wanted that bridge and I'd get it before this game was over.
Gotcha!
We failed, and all I had to show from this day was an inability to conquer a singular bridge and 72% body scar coverage from second-degree burns. But my career was not over, for when we travelled to Valparaiso, which is Spanish for lighthouse campers, but we'll get to that. For now, it was time to claim what belonged to us. Unfortunately, the gunner from our two-man tank bailed, which kinda hurt my feelings if I'm honest, but also... 3 objectives to fight for, Alpha, Bravo and Charlie, with Bravo being right in the middle. I charged into the fray against superior firepower. What could possibly go wrong? That big bully wildcat gave chase, but they forgot one important detail.
Enemy contact.
However, I still had no top gunner.
There's a new one out!
Bravo 2 is now ours.
Somehow the bucket of bolts was still intact, and it was just as well because enemies were swarming Bravo 3 and it was down to me to stop them.
What are you doing? Fire incoming!
Hold on, teammate, I'm coming! Never mind.
Push out of Bravo 2.
Bravo 3 was ours, but the enemy forces pushed us off Bravo 2, meaning that the middle point was still up for grabs.
Hello there.
I had a cunning plan to divert their attention. A backline assault with a ranger droid would keep them busy. By the time I respawned, we'd lost Bravo 3 again, and I began to realise that perhaps something else was going on that was keeping us on our back foot.
Sector Alpha under.
I have no idea what the hell's going on here!
We are about to attack Bravo 1.
Yeah, I know they might just be better, but my ego refused to accept it because it was clearly those lighthouse campers and they needed to go. Yeah, well, I didn't want to go that way anyway. I was just stretching my legs, all right? Turned out that my teammates already had the same idea, and this place was ours, but it was far from over.
Took one out!
Okay, those animals could keep the lighthouse. We were down bad and the majority of the sectors belonged to the red team. The only way to turn this game around was to become a symbol of hope for our army.
Keep us updated.
I decided that being a symbol did not mean I needed to attempt a one-man base takedown. It's a team game after all, and the team were in Bravo 2. Well, that was awful.
One down!
Finally, Bravo 2 was ours. It was time for revenge on those barricaded bruisers in Bravo 1. Even Alpha Base wasn't safe at this point, and our reinforcements were dwindling. Was this really going to be another unwinnable game? Another defeat no matter what I achieved? Well, if I was going to lose again, I'd make those enemies work for it. The plan was simple. One line, one goal, and anyone in my path would be cast aside.
Got one!
Moving to attack Charlie 1.
Charlie was ours now, and the tide of battle was shifting. Perhaps we could win after all.
Into the market! Our forces have been pushed out of Charlie 2.
And just like that, I felt the jaws of defeat once again open around my bleeding body, and the despair washed over me like a... Good job, Ranger Bot. Get wrecked, someone!
Objective. Good work.
I know. Let's exit our vehicle and take a fiery bath. What a great idea that was! Enemy neutral.
Wings to Charlie.
I wasn't about to die to a ballistic shield. Not today!
Explosive ready!
One of our objectives. Good work, Notax. That was a hell of a fight.
Valparaiso was ours, but my war had only just begun.